May 18, 2018. A warm rainy morning in Havana, Cuba, where the buzzer of José Martí airport promised another routine day. Cubana de Aviación Flight 972, a Boeing 737, sat ready to carry 113 souls on a short hop to Holguín, but at 12:08 p.m. it crashed into a field near Havana, erupting in flames and leaving just one survivor amid the wreckage. The morning of Friday, May 18, 2018, dawned warm and overcast in Havana, Cuba's bustling capital. At José Martí International Airport's Terminal 1, the air buzzed with the usual rhythm of domestic flights. Parked at Gate 5 sat a Boeing 737 registration XA-UHZ, its faded white fuselage bearing the green and blue livery of Cubana de Aviación, though it belonged to Global Air, a Mexican charter outfit. Delivered in July 1979, this 39-year-old jet, serial number 21816, had flown 69,596 hours across decades and countries, from Piedmont Airlines in the US to carriers in Chile and Cameroon before landing with Global Air in 2011. Leased to Cubana since May 14th, it was on its fifth day of shuttling passengers across the island. Flight 972 was a routine hop, 383 nautical miles from Havana to Holguín's Frank Pierce Airport in eastern Cuba. Aboard were 113 souls, 107 passengers, mostly Cubans, and the 6-person Mexican crew. In the cockpit, Captain Jorge Luis Núñez Santos, aged 53, a veteran with 16,655 hours, and First Officer Miguel Angel Arreola Ramirez, aged 40, who had 2,314 hours. 4 flight attendants Maria Daniela Rios Rodriguez, Abigail Hernandez Garcia, Guedemut Limon Garcia, and technician Marco Antonio Lopez Perez secured the cabin, their accents a soft echo of Guadalajara. At 11:50 p.m., the crew completed pre-flight checks. The weather was mild overcast, 26 degrees Celsius, a light drizzle, wind 140 degrees at 8 knots, perfect for flying. José Martí Tower, Delta Mike Juliet 972, ready for departure, runway 06, Núñez Radiat. The tower cleared them, Delta Mike Juliet 972, cleared for takeoff, runway 06, climb 15,000 feet. At 12:06 p.m. the Pratt & Whitney engines roared, thrusting the jet down the 13,123-foot runway. At 12:08 p.m. XA-UHZ lifted off, gear retracting, climbing east over Boyero's patchwork of fields and rooftops. For 20 seconds it was textbook. Pitch 16.5 degrees, airspeed 150 knots, bankling gently right. Then chaos struck. The plane rolled sharply right, 35 degrees, far beyond normal. "What's happening?" Arreola shouted, hands wrestling the yoke as pilots flying. Núñez pilot monitoring snapped, "Mayday, Mayday, Mayday, Delta Mike Juliet 972. The tower crackled back, 972, state emergency. Passengers gasped as the cabin tilted, trays clattering. In the cockpit, gauges spun, airspeed dropped to 124 knots, pitch spiked to 20.5 degrees. Núñez took control. "I've got it, level the winds." Arreola relinquished, voice trembling. "You've got it." The jet's center of gravity was way off. Post-crash calculations revealed a takeoff weight of 104,000 pounds, 4,100 pounds over the crew's estimate of 99,900. Baggage misloaded aft, shifted the CG rearward, making the nose pitch up uncontrollably. The Instituto de Aeronáutica Civil de Cuba later found the crew's weigh and balance sheet riddled with errors. Luggage undercounted, fuel misjudged. As the 737 climbed too steeply, lift bled away. At 28-degree right bank, spoilers lost effect. At 122 knots it stalled 800 feet up, too low to recover. Turn back, a crew member yelled on the cockpit voice recorder. Nunez deflected ailerons left, rudder 12.4 degrees left, fighting the roll. The jet lurched left to -39 degrees, then right again at 27 degrees, peaking at 72.6 bank. Go up, someone pleaded as airspeed sank to 116 knots. Passengers screamed, a child's wail piercing the din. At 12:08 p.m., 2 seconds after the last cry, XA-UHZ slammed into a cassava field near Santiago de Las Vegas, 12 miles south of Havana. The impact, 200 yards from train tracks, crumpled the fuselage, igniting 8,000 pounds of Jet A1. A fireball engulfed the wreckage, black smoke billowing 2,000 feet into a drizzle. From a school 500 yards away, teacher Anna Maria Lopez saw it. It twisted, then dropped like a stone. Boom! Fire everywhere. Airport tower staff watched in horror. Plane just crashed. It's burning. Call everyone. Firefighters from Buenos raced in, sirens wailing, joined by Red Cross and police. By 12:20 p.m., hoses battled flames, licking 300 feet of debris. Wings sheared, tail intact, cabin a molten tomb. Amid the chaos, rescuers found 4 alive. Maylin Diaz Almaguer, aged 19, Gretel Landro Font, aged 23, Emily Sanchez, aged 40, and 1 other, all critically injured, pulled from the aft section. Cuba reeled. State TV broke the news at 12:30. Flight 972 down, mass casualties. President Miguel Diaz-Canel arrived at 1 p.m. with Health Minister Roberto Morales, faces grim. The IACC launched a probe, joined by Mexico's DGAC and the United States. NTSB rare cooperation given Cuba's isolation. The flight data recorder recovered May 19th and cockpit voice recorder found May 24th went to Washington for analysis. On September 12, 2019, the IACC's final report blamed human factor preponderance. An oversteep climb, compounded by a misload aircraft, triggered the stall. Global Air claimed pilot error in July 2018, but Cuba called it premature. Past warnings haunted the airline. Guyana banned XA-UHZ in 2017 for overloading. A 2010 Cubana lease incident flagged technical knowledge issues. Aftermath stung deep. Cuba Mount May 2020 flags at half-mast. Families denied justice in Cuba's system, got $170,000 each under international law, but questions lingered. On a quiet field near Santiago de Las Vegas, a Scotch scar and a small cross mark Flight 972's end. 112 lives lasting 42 seconds, a nation left to grieve.